Have you ever felt lost? As if happiness was something distant, something unreachable? This is the story of a young man who searched for answers, and an elderly woman who showed him where true happiness lies. Daniel walked slowly along the dirt road, his shoulders weighed down by his thoughts. He had left the big city in search of answers, but all he felt was an increasing emptiness. The village was small, quiet, a stark contrast to his hectic life. He didn't know exactly what he was looking for. He just wanted to understand why happiness felt so distant. Turning a corner, something caught his attention. A small, vibrant garden full of colors. In its center, an elderly woman watered her plants with a peaceful smile. Her serene expression contrasted sharply with the turmoil inside Daniel. How could someone look so happy in the midst of something so simple? He stopped, watching from afar, unaware that Elena, the elderly woman, had already noticed his presence. Elena looked up and met Daniel's gaze. With a warm smile, she waved him over. Hesitant, he stepped forward, drawn by an inexplicable curiosity. As he entered the garden, the scent of fresh earth and blooming flowers surrounded him. Each plant seemed carefully tended, radiating life and care. "Welcome," Elena said gently. "This garden holds many stories. Each flower represents a moment of joy in my life." Daniel frowned. "What about the bad times?" he asked skeptically. Elena smiled. "Even in hard times, something beautiful can grow if you take care of it." Elena led Daniel to a section of the garden where some flowers looked wilted. "This one," she pointed, "represents the hardest day of my life. When my husband passed away, I thought I would never find happiness again. But I tended to this garden, and little by little, life grew around me." Daniel remained silent, absorbing her words. "So even pain has a place here?" he asked. Elena nodded. "Happiness isn't about avoiding sadness. It's about recognizing the beauty that still exists despite it." Daniel felt something shift inside him. Maybe happiness wasn't lost. Maybe it had just been waiting to be nurtured. Inspired, Daniel asked if he could plant something in the garden. Elena handed him a small seedling. "Choose a moment that once brought you joy," she said. Daniel hesitated, then recalled a childhood memory of playing in the rain with his sister. He dug a small hole and gently placed the seedling inside, covering it with soil. As he patted the ground, he felt a warmth inside him that he hadn't in a long time. Elena smiled. Happiness grows where gratitude is planted. For the first time in a while, Daniel allowed himself to hope. Days passed, and Daniel returned to the garden every morning. He watched his plant grow, realizing that, just like it, happiness required patience and care. He started writing about moments he had once overlooked. Laughter with friends, a comforting hug, the scent of fresh coffee. One morning, Elena handed him a small potted flower. "Take this with you. Whenever you doubt happiness, remember, it's already within you." Tears welled in Daniel's eyes. Now he understood. Happiness wasn't something to chase. It was something to nurture.